quick pass, far side. That is complete to Roy Williams. Downstairs, Shannon Sharp with Michael Irvin. Shannon.
Greg, I'm with the playmaker, Michael Irvin, the unquestioned emotional leader of the Dallas Cowboys, 3 Super Bowl wins. Mike, what does it feel like to be going into the Hall of Fame?
Well, it's an incredible feeling. I mean, you know what I mean? Shannon, I've been out here many years, and I watched these guys walk across the field, and you and I both, we reached out to say hello, and I remember always wondering, I wonder if I ever get a chance to make that walk, and today I did, and it was a joy.
As I mentioned, Mike, this is the 3rd time was the charm. Do you think you'd have been a first ballot Hall of Famer if some of the off-field distractions was not in play?
Well, I don't know. You know, I really don't know, but I'm happy with the way things worked out. It gave me 2 years of telling my son, Michael and Elijah, these are the consequences of making bad decisions. I didn't want to be able to tell them that lesson for 15 years, but for 2 years it worked out fine. And then I also told them this year, this is what perseverance can do. You just keep getting up and keep trying.
Mike, what does the Cowboys need to do to get to that next level, to get over that hurdle?
I think the Cowboys are moving in the right direction. I really do. I think the fresh change at head coach will give these guys a chance to let themselves loose a little bit. And this young hip-hop crowd, as I like to call these guys now, you know, they want to be a little more expressive and have a little more fun playing football, and I'm okay with that.
The second best analyst in football, Michael Irvin.
Second best? What do you mean second best? Back up to you, Greg. You trying to back up to Greg on that? What do you mean second best?
You know, Mike putting a little too much emphasis on the fact that Shannon Sharp would say hi to him. Shannon says hello to everybody. Everybody knows Shannon Sharp.
We're going to add half the distance to the goal from the end of the play. It'll be an automatic first down.
So Larry Nemmers telling everybody what the call is, while we remind you that coming up tonight here on CBS is Cold Case, and then 48 Hours Mystery. That's tonight here on CBS. I'm sorry, Dan.
Well, no, I was just saying, once again, the AFC is getting penalized for a defensive indiscretion, whether it was a blitz or a line stunt or a safety in the wrong position, but an improper defense, and penalized half the distance to the goal line.
When we were at practice the other day, I was standing with Ted Cottrell along the sidelines, and Ted was saying, well, you can't do this in this game, and you can't do that, and you can't do this, and you can't do that. And I said, boy, that's a lot for the officials to watch. And Ted says, oh, I get to call it. That's to the 7 with Tiki Barber. Under 6 minutes to play.
You know, you look what Michael Irvin going to the Hall of Fame, and as you think about it, receivers, the statistics now for receivers, they're so extraordinary compared to what went on 10, 20 years ago. Well, you're going to have some outstanding career now to think you're going to get in there as a wide receiver.
Phil, you're exactly right. A classmate of mine when I went in was Charlie Joyner.
Yeah.
And when Charlie retired, he had the most receptions in NFL history, and it was in the mid-700s.
Pass intended for Roy Williams is incomplete.
At the time, it was in the mid-700s, and now you've got multiple guys over 1,000, and it's you're right. The way it's a passing league now, and the passing numbers are constantly skyrocketing.
And we see with tight end Shannon Sharp. We talk about the guys in the league now. They're doing such tremendous jobs, and at the tight end position, Shannon Sharp was sitting by the other day at the pool and talking to Bill Belichick about a play that happened years ago. And he goes, I made this block on one side. And Bill Belichick goes, you mean you held somebody on that side as we were.
Romo throws outside, and that's complete. The 5 to the end zone. Did he make it?
Well, the official who was there to make the call ended up getting put on the ground.
Steve Smith diving for the end zone, but there is no touchdown call yet. It's just outside the goal line.
Yeah, it looked like he comes up about a half a yard short. This is one of those plays when you got Steve Smith on your side. Get it to him quick. You talked about it, Dan. He's not a wide receiver that looks for the ground. He looks to break tackles and get yards.
What a playmaker he is. Tiki Barber now lined up behind Tony Romo on 4th and goal, and we get whistles.
That whistle blew before the snap.
The National Conference called a timeout. That's their first team timeout.
So the timeout was called with 5:07 to play in the fourth.
Tony Romo didn't do a very good job of disguising that quarterback sneak, did he?
So Romo will go to the sideline, and while he does, we'll remind you, tomorrow the PGA Tour on CBS and the FedEx Cup take you to one of the most breathtaking settings in all of sports for the AT&T Pebble Beach National Pro-Am. That's tomorrow at 3 Eastern time here on CBS. Phil Mickelson, Kevin Sutherland in the lead, a shot better than John Mallon.
Well, to put this in golf perspective, to here today, we got about a 3-4 club win.
Yes, we do. It's great to see Davis Love III back on the leaderboard.
Phil Mickelson back up there after a rough start this year. And for the latest, anytime you want to know anything about golf, you know who to ask, don't you, Dan?
Are you talking about a certain producer? Or,
no.
Oh, Greg over here. Oh, Greg.
He's Mr. Golf.
Oh, yeah, he certainly is.
What?
Yeah, what?
Get in the gap.
Have you ever played one round of golf in your entire life?
Absolutely.
One?
One round.
That is so sad.
Romo trying to sneak it and didn't get there.
I don't know that I would run a quarterback sneak that didn't get run because we call a timeout and then come right back with it.
Well, look at everybody on defense. You're right, Dan. They're all playing for the quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
Even the outside linebackers are coming inside trying to stop Tony Romo.
And you got Casey Hampton right there in the middle.
John Henderson.
Aaron Schobel, one of the guys involved.
Both linebackers, both safeties, all up there to stop Tony Romo.
Tiki Barber looked like he wanted to take the ball away from Romo and run it in.
Oh, that wasn't even close.
That's what's coming up tonight on CBS. Cold Case, 48 Hours Mystery. We have 5 minutes to play here in the 57th Pro Bowl. And Vince Young is back in at quarterback.
And right now, I wouldn't be afraid to let Vince Young's legs do more work than his arm.
Almost fumbled the snap.
Pulls his way out to about the 3-yard line, and the clock did start moving. We're under 4:50 to play. That's Tom Brady playing out at Pebble Beach.
Well, look at that putting stroke. Pretty good.
You know, there's one thing about golf highlights.
Why?
You're not ever going to see a guy miss it. The highlights are always of a guy making the shot.
Oh, don't start being critical of golf. Don't start dissing golf now.
Look, I'll just confirm what you guys are. I played one round of golf in my life. I walked off the 18th green and I said, you know what? I'm not ever going to do this again. Let's go to Shannon Sharp. Shannon.
Greg, I'm with Coach Bill Belichick. Coach, did you call that fake punt that got Brian Moorman knocked out?
No, that was a special teams coach. I was following your game plan. You told me to open it up and let it go. And so, man, that's what we're doing.
I meant open it up on offense, not get your punter knocked out.
We're trying, man. We go for it on every 4th down. What do you want us to do? Run for it 3 times?
Coach, you know, you can really help your cause. You could have left Peyton in a little while longer, left Carson Palmer in a little while longer, but you took him out.
Reggie Wayne caught that touchdown pass. It's the only pass I've been happy to see him catch in his entire career. Been on my team.
Back up to you, Greg.
Oh, boy.
All right, Shannon. Willie Parker out just over the 10-yard line.
Oh, that's funny.
It's fun to see Bill laugh and have a good time like this.
It is. We're a little production meeting. You said something because whatever you want. Whatever you guys want. You can interview me. You can do whatever you want.
You want a wireless microphone? I don't care. Whatever you want.
You know, he's had so many battles with the Indianapolis Colts. He talked about Reggie Wayne and then Peyton Manning. And Peyton Manning, of course, always has to ask everybody 50 questions. And he went up to Bill Belichick and wanted to ask the questions. And Belichick said, okay, 2. I'll give you 2. Go ahead, ask him. It was kind of fun to see that.
Oh, it's still a game where winning is better than losing. And most of the smiles right now are on the AFC side of the field.
Well, for the game itself, the AFC is faced with a 3rd and 1. The ball just across the 10-yard line. Willie Parker behind Vince Young. Vince Young lost the handle. Still lost it. Let's see if he came up with it. Guys in blue are saying they have the football. The whistle's blue, so you know this isn't going to count.
No, we heard whistles blow. We heard whistles blow.
The ball is down at the 11-yard line, but I have a feeling it's going to belong to the NFC. Here's Larry Nimmers.
National Conference recovered the football. It's first down.
Other way, Larry.
Yeah.
Had a baby.
Vince Young lost the ball twice.
Yeah, never gets the snap cleanly. He lose it again. He's trying to get the first down.
He lost it 3 times.
It's a good thing we did an interview with Bill Belichick before these fumbles.
So now Romo and company with some prime position. Just outside the 10-yard line. Steven Jackson in the backfield. Pump fake, throws, corner of the end zone, incomplete. Champ Bailey knocked it down. Let's see what Sean Payton wants.
I want to go 6 right from 12 personnel, 82 all go. 6 right, 82 all go.
Well, we've been hearing that play with some
Well,
regularity.
they got to come back to it, Dan, just because of the rules of the game.
Well, Crumpler is still the tight end here to the near side on the right side. Time he's going to split just about a 2-yard split.
Romo waits, throws with Jackson to the 5-yard line and falls forward to about the 2.
12 personnel. 6 right open, slash 36 weak. 6 right open, slash 36 weak.
Well, 36 is a running play. I don't know if the slash turns it into a pass or a play action, or if they stay with the run and be off right tackle.
Steven Jackson stood up at the 4-yard line. Zach Thomas led the way. And that'll make it 4th. And about
11 personnel, 11. 11. 11. All right, here's what I want. I want dragon here, Tony. 6 right.
That's the simplest call I've ever heard in football.
Get in the gap!
And we get a whistle. And a timeout called by the AFC.
Timeout, AFC. That's their second team timeout.
So they burn their second timeout. Each team now has 1 timeout remaining, and the clock is stopped with 3:02 to play. What do you think, Phil? What do you call here? What's dragon?
I don't know.
You were standing there hoping I didn't ask.
No, it's okay. You know, Greg, the rules, you can do just about anything you want. And what it is if you're Sean Payton, what player on the field gives you the best chance to score here? So you look at your matchups, you want to throw it to Anquan Bolden, try to get it to Steve Smith. I would be very surprised if it's not a pass.
He's got a great receiving threat out of the backfield in Steven Jackson. The guy caught 90 passes for the Rams this year. Got soft hands. He's a big target.
Yeah, the problem there, Dan, would be just the fact that there's so little space here. So everybody, even if a linebacker drops back, he's only going to be about 3 yards from the line of scrimmage.
He has Jason Witten, the tight end, in the lineup. 4th and 3. Here we go. The pitch for Steven Jackson. Jackson tied up, reverses field. Inside the 5, reaching for the end zone. It's in the touchdown.
This guy has really blossomed into an all-around back. He is really a good football player who exploded all over the NFL this year. Over 1,500 yards rushing, 90 receptions. Behind an offensive line with the Rams that was banged up all year.
Well, I think what has happened with Steven Jackson, Dan, you live in St. Louis, is that he's just a little more elusive just what we saw there, and able to make plays when they're not there than people thought he was going to have when he came out of Oregon State.
Well, that's not the kind of escapability you expect to see out of a man his size.
He's one of the bigger running backs in the league.
And they're going to fake it. Romo running out of time, throws, and it is intercepted by Champ Bailey.
Well, Sean Payton trying to get his team in a position to win the game if they score another touchdown. We saw the old fake field goal attempt when they were practicing the other day. Just no room to run this.
Let's go back and look at that touchdown run by Steven Jackson. It's a pitch, and he goes to the left, and the play is dead right off the bat. Aaron Schobel was upfield and killed it.
And if there was replay in this game, that would not be a touchdown.
Well, certainly the flag would have been thrown. I think Bill Belichick might have wanted to look at that.
Well, if Aaron Schobel doesn't spin him around and throw him the other way, they would have the NFC would have no chance to win this game. It allows Steven Jackson to see the cutback, and he does a good job of running the other way.
2:52 to play in the fourth. The AFC's lead is 8 at 28-20.
And how often did you work on your onside kick?
This week?
Coverage, yeah, this week. That's right. You're the receiving team. Did you go over it? Well, maybe.
Robbie Gould walking over toward the sideline. Came by and said hi to us the other night at dinner. What an outstanding young man.
Boy, I'll say, what a nice kid.
Lives in Gurnee, Illinois.
Very personable. And it's Gold, not Gould.
What did I say?
No, that's what you said. I'm just saying people are looking at the G-O-U-L-D and might think you're mispronouncing his name. It's
a little sensitive, aren't we?
Well, it was about 10 seconds ago. I wasn't sure I remembered.
Jeez, Greg. Is it being around Phil? Does it bring back this?
There's the onside kick and recovered by the NFC. Rondé Barber scooped it up.
NFC recovers.
Well, there's a good case of 11 guys staring at the ball going, well, maybe the other guy will get it.
Now, they were actually, Dan, I swear, they were trying to put in an onside receiving team. And Brad Seeley, the special teams coach for the Patriots, trying to tell everybody what to do.
Bill Belichick walking out on the field now.
And it went 10 yards before it was touched.
Oh, yeah.
It's first down NFC.
Reggie Wayne goes up to make a block. He goes to make a block. There is nobody even there for the AFC to receive the onside kick.
By the time Chris McAllister got up close enough to the ball, it had already been covered. And you're right, it's a good thing Shannon got that hug from Belichick a while ago because the smile's gone.
So now the NFC at their own 42.
Steve Smith outside.
You heard Steve Smith's name mentioned. He's split clear to the top of the formation.
Donald Driver is at the lower end, and Romo from the shotgun. Under pressure, can't get away, and goes down. Aaron Schobel. "14 sacks for the Buffalo Bills this season, playing in his first Pro Bowl."
Tony, let's go. 6 right open, let's go. 3-2 Dragon, let's go.
So the line of scrimmage, the 41. And Romo again out of the shotgun. Looking for the far side, and that is complete to Anquan Bolden, and Bolden is down just across the 45 to about the 47.
6 left open. Queen fixed left open. I want to go 23 FC Hawk, 53 FC Hawk. Queen fixed left open.
Sean Payton trying to get his team back in a position to win this game. We are 10 seconds away from the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I think this is a running play just to try to pick up a first down. Okay.
Romo on the run to midfield, lost the football. Who's got it? The NFC has it. Algie Crumpler fell on it. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning. We'll be back to Honolulu, 28-20, AFC.
Our exclusive NHL coverage continues with Detroit versus Philadelphia, live from the Wachovia Center. The Red Wings leave the Motor City on a full tank, ready to go full speed into Philadelphia to ground the Flyers once more in the Eastern Conference. Detroit versus Philadelphia, Monday late night on NASN.
We're playing San Diego. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns, and puked in between. And that's when I knew it.
I felt like I was playing with little kids and I was a grown man, like Superman.
I ran the fastest 40 at the camp, and I was still 15 years old. So that's when I knew I was gonna be pretty good. Oh yeah.
Over the last 100 years, millions of NCAA student athletes have gone pro in something other than sports.
Can't say how thankful I am for all the success I've had. It's a dream come true.
Back to throw. He's going to throw it to the end zone. Touchdown! What a throw by Brett Favre. He shoveled the ball forward as he was going down.
That's just such heads-up veteran play by Brett Favre.
He flipped it into the end zone backhand. What a lunge by Brett Favre. I've never seen anything like it.
This is the best thing that's happened in Green Bay in a long time.
Players on the field coming over to congratulate Tiki Barber, who was in the final moments of just a terrific National Football League career. He's carried 7 times today for 4 yards and a touchdown and thrown 1 really bad interception. Romo goes deep. And it's caught inside the 10-yard line. Anquan Bolden for the touchdown.
How's that for making an adjustment on the ball?
Dan, you see it so often now in the National Football League. When you throw the football down the field, if it's underthrown, these receivers, they've all gotten so good at making adjustments and finding the football. They come back, the defensive back keeps running. Anquan Bolden does a good job and gets a touchdown.
Well, here we go for 2 to try to tie it.
Excuse me, 6 right, bubble screen left to half. Let's go. 6 right, bubble screen left to half.
On the bubble screen to the left.
I couldn't say if F means maybe the running back, but they've run a lot of bubble screens to Steve Smith.
Donald Driver is out to the left. Tiki Barber is in the backfield.
Smith is in the slot to the left.
For the 2-point conversion. The pass out to the side. That's complete. Diving tight end. That 2-point conversion is good.
doesn't seem like very long ago. It's 28-14. What a job by the NFC of coming back and tying it up.
Well, we talked about the underthrows, Dan. When you throw it down the field, it's good coverage. Everybody's in the right position, but it's underthrown a good 5 yards. Anquan Bolden just makes the adjustment. Justin Miller doesn't see the football.
And again, Steve Smith in the slot. He's got to make the play. And with a good move back to the inside, he makes Ed Reed miss, and he stretches it in for the 2-point conversion.
You know, in a very short period of time, Tony Romo has gone from being booed to being a contender for most outstanding player in this game. And Peyton Manning looking on, going, was all set to go and celebrate.
Well, under ordinary circumstances, Peyton would be putting on his helmet, looking up at the clock, saying a minute 40. Plenty of time to get down there for a field.
The NFC has scored 2 touchdowns in a minute 6 seconds.